What do you think is the key to a happy relationship?
Conversation. Hands down. Conversation first, understanding second. Because you conversate and then you realize, like, I don't want to use them two for instance. Anybody. Take an instance where, I guess we got to use them because it's going to relate to everybody and we've been talking about it, so forget it. And it's kind of one of the ones where this would be the most pertinent. So take conversation. They had a conversation or whatever, they together, they cool. Now, as far as the public go and what we feel about it, yeah, sure, we could feel betrayed, hold them in a high regard or whatever. That's a separate thing from what they feeling privately. The way that they talking, they have these private conversations. They cool. Will back there, he's celebrating the book release or whatever I seen in the post today. So apparently they're fine. They okay. So they conversation is top tier, on key. No matter if they entanglementing, they separating, they doing whatever they doing, they conversation is supposed to be on point and should be good. The understanding will come after that to where red table talk. I'm sitting here crying my eyes out or whatever, or looking like I'm crying my eyes out because of how I look now, or having to realize, or the public realizing my ego was hurt. Whatever he was going through then, that's the understanding part of, but we had that conversation. So I know that there's a possibility and I know what we going through. So I understand that. And if we got that conversation and understanding, that tertiary, that 4th, 5th, 6th, all that other shit, that comes second because it don't matter, obviously, what we think. It don't matter what the world's saying. It don't matter what whatever's saying. They got to understand it. Bad marriage for life. Conversation and understanding, I think you can hold down whatever type of relationship, whether you growing. Another instance, and I'm going to get out of here because I know I'll be long-winded. Real quick. Totally separate. You start messing with somebody, y'all monogamous at first, and then y'all grow into a space where you probably want to step out or whatever, but you don't want to cheat. That's a conversation that y'all can have. That conversation might come with y'all no longer being together. That's the understanding. I understand that she's not with that, but I might not. I might need that.
Bro, what kind of weed did you smoke today? Your logic game, and you going places I don't even be thinking about certain things today. Craig is out here spitting today.
I'm just saying, man.
Craig don't usually be spitting like this. So Craig out here getting his bars off today. Gonna hold you.
But that's what I think. That's what I feel about conversation and understanding. I think those would be the first two main things.
Bro,
and y'all would be
you finesse some shit. I was like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? But the way you wrapped it up, I'm like, this nigga is right. He is spitting. He talking his talk today.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
I'm not gonna hold you. But I feel like it's two major things. And this is just like leaving watching a situation, bro, and then watching like other people's myself relationships. I was just talking to my homegirl this weekend. We talking about her past relationship. Just like it's two things I feel is the key to this, and Jada and Will is poster childs for both of these things. Number one, you have to learn when to shut the fuck up. I'm telling you, bro, shutting the fuck up in a happy relationship is hand in hand, bro. Because at times, y'all both gonna want to get y'all bars off, bro. We get it. It's a relationship, right? But it comes to a certain point when you getting your bars off where you got to understand, I don't want to cross the line. I got a couple good, it's like freestyle. I got a couple good punchlines off. Let me just stop on a high note. Like I got my bars off. I got my shit off. Now let me go ahead and move along. You know what I'm saying? Keep it. Go call your friends and finish the rest of your rap to your friends. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Get your bars off and know when it's time to shut the fuck up, right? Because when you say that right bar, you might get dosed like Math Hoffa. You might, you know what I'm saying? You might catch a serious Jones. You went one bar too many, bro. You gotta know when to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for all parties. It goes in friendships. Sometimes it can be your homie, and you might be able to keep it a buck with your homie about everything. And it's gonna be a time when your homie gonna be a little over emotional, a little too much at that time for you to be like, bro, woo man. Because in that moment, he might hit you, and then it's gonna mess up your whole friendship. So you gotta know sometimes when just bite your tongue, shut up. It don't gotta get said. This person gonna either understand it later or y'all just got to move on. Because unless you really want to go to war about it, it's not going to be good. So, for example, Jada Pinkett, even if it's how you felt when these situations was happening, even when these things was going on, even if all of this stuff you saying is true from your perspective in the public eye, some of this stuff you need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just shut the fuck up. Even if it's true, shut up. You don't have to say it. Y'all know it's true, and you got to be cool with knowing it's true and moving the fuck on. Mm-hmm. Just like in a relationship when y'all arguing about stupid shit, you got to just know, like, you know what? This really not that important.
Nah.
Fuck it. Because y'all relationship was important. The second thing I feel is very important in relationships is you have to have acceptance. Both parties. You have to accept who that person is, and you have to accept who the fuck I am.
Big thing too.
You have to. You can't change it. People be trying to get into shit. I want to change this. Mm-hmm. If I can just change these couple things, I get my perfect person.
Nah.
Men and women do this.
Yep.
But the problem is this: if you change these little things you want to change, you're gonna also change some of this shit you like. And you ain't gonna like that change.
I was gonna say you changed the shit that you want to change. Now that's not the person that you.
That's not even who you fell in love with. So that's what I'm saying. You gonna change other things because if now if a person putting effort into these things, they also gonna take effort away from these other things. So either you like what you have and you have with this person, and you respect and you accept it. And you accept the good, the bad, the fault. You accept this. I like this person. I can grow with this person. You accept it, or the moment you start saying, well, I don't want to accept this. If they do this, they're not going to accept it. The relationship going to fail, bro. And also with yourself.
Always going to be looking for them to do that, or always going to be feeling like you require that change.
Exactly.
And instead, acceptance is definitely a big thing. That might be third.
and I feel like Will didn't accept who his wife was to an extent because you have to accept.
You
gotta
ain't
accept.
lying.
You ain't accepted.
You just
got Pac here, bro. You ain't accepted.
You speaking more so on your acceptance point for that.
Yeah,
he been not accepting who his wife was.
Tommy Davidson. That's why I say this is gonna kill my points,
bruh.
So you been not accepting this.
Did you remember the story about the birthday party? He went all out and through for her when she didn't even like it. She didn't even want that. She didn't even want, so you been doing this and just not accepting that she don't fuck with you like that, bro.
You ain't Pac to her, bro.
She don't like you.
It ain't nothing you can do that's gonna make it happen. You have to accept that. You not gonna be him to her.
You know?
He never accepted it.
Oh,
and honestly, I don't feel she ever accepted her role in this important relationship. She never accepted it because her respect level for Will ain't where it should be. So she never accepted I'm below Will. All she doing right now in public blow is the reason why she emasculating Will is because demasculating, whatever the term is. I done heard people say, people like, oh, you can't say it demasculating, whatever, emasculating. The reason why she doing these things, I feel like they do.
Yeah, shit.
But the reason why she doing these things, bro, is because she don't respect Will enough to bow down to her image of being his wife. Because people know Jada Pinkett is Will Smith's wife, bro. People forget Jada Pinkett had her own career. And then that's why every time she in front of a camera, she do the toxic stuff and then the empowering things.
We uncracking this too much and we got to get out of here and get on the further.
But we out here spitting today, bro. Y'all act like we ain't out here spitting. We out here spitting today, bro.
The thing you just said about accepting, for lack of a better word, accepting her role, I don't want to say it like that, but I ain't finna try to break it down for PC's sake. Accepting her role as Will Smith's wife because that's what she was. Shout out to Melissa Ford and the JBP. I was listening to them earlier, and she was saying that she was at a dinner with Will Smith once, and the instance, or he has a reputation of this, but he's like a super cool dude, super nice, speak to everybody and all of that. That's great. But one thing he does when he with Jada is that, and then his personality is like that, and then Jada is kind of the total opposite. But one thing that he does with Jada is he always makes sure he put her first. He always makes sure that he frontlines her instead of himself. And that could speak to her not accepting her role as being his wife, him noticing that, and him compensating with that, with being like, when we out, it's
not
my
about
wife
me.
here.
So
she
we're
right here
together.
too.
It's
us. We here. It's not just me. And that could be it. And that could also play into the part to why she feel like she feel and harbor all of this.
Because it ain't authentic,
this feeling
bro.
And resentment.
You right.
Because
I
you know,
hear that. Shout out to Melissa Ford. But if that story is true,
and you know who she would have always been the darling for over instead of in Hollywood?
Tupac best friend.
She would have been, if she was with Tupac, it would have been Tupac's here because of her. Tupac's at this movie premiere in Hollywood and all of that because of her. Not the other way around.
She was the first.
Now, to be fair, Tupac would have been wild on the
Tupac
movies. He would have surpassed her. But in that time, she would
have been a tiny T.I. If you know better, you would say Tiny helped T.I. get on.
Yep.
She would have been the Tiny T.I.
And then T.I.
We out here spitting for y'all this, man. Y'all
so,
stop acting like y'all don't get this good brain, you know what I'm saying, medicine over here sometimes, because I feel like we kind of hitting it on the point, but allegedly to everything.
Yeah, allegedly to everything, for sure.
Appreciate y'all for tapping in, watching the video. Hit the like button, put somebody on who'll put somebody on. Subscribe to the page for more content. We give you content every day. If you want to follow it, follow us. We out. No, I should have had you say something. Okay, let's do it over.